We are on our maiden voyage with the Geo Pro E-Pro. We're on our maiden voyage with the E-Pro and nothing's going right.
We had to we tried to leave the house 4 times, son.
Yeah. So we forgot our fishing stuff and the security system wouldn't arm and I don't know, just a bunch of dumb crap. And traffic is awful apparently.
When you cussed really loud, there were kids right next to our car.
I don't care.
And they just looked over at the truck with their like big beady eyes and turned and went back down the street.
It's my bad.
I was like,
things
okay.
You see in public, I don't know.
Okay.
So it just so happens our main voyage is like 107 miles away, and I can't get the dumb fridge to work still. Well, I mean it's working, but if it gets hot outside, the thing doesn't seem to want to cool down. I think I'm gonna have to maybe add a fan to it or something. I'm not sure. But
now Google's only telling you one route.
Oh, good. When Google tells you there's only one route, you got a bad time. Because
And it still says.
well, we got a 2.5 hour drive. And it should only take 2 hours. But traffic.
It's okay. It's a nice night.
So I can already tell that I'm gonna want better suspension. The stock springs on the Frontier just kind of, even with the weight distribution. Pulls it fine. I mean, when I can hit the gas and go, and it's easy to pull. But like when we go to a stop, it kind of does that. But I don't feel like we're gonna have too little of power, so that's good. Anyway, we'll update you as we go. Well guys, we haven't made it very far, but we spent $17 in gas driving up to a Home Depot. They didn't have a tool I needed driving back, so basically I had to get a new tool because I didn't feel safe with the way the weight distribution was set up. There wasn't enough weight on the front axle, like it was windy and I couldn't keep control of the truck, so we went back down the mountain a little bit and I bought a new impact driver and readjusted. It feels like I got a lot more rubber on the front now. I mean, it's still not perfect, but as good as I could get in a Home Depot parking lot. So, anywho, it's about 8:30 and we won't be there till after 10 o'clock now, so that's fantastic. But yeah, we know, making memories. But we did go up a little bit up the hill, and basically my truck was pegged at 50 miles per hour. So the Frontier has like 6,200-ish pounds of towing capacity, and I think even with the, I mean, we're not even at 3,000 pounds probably, because we don't have like, we don't have water. I have 7 gallons of water in the bed of the truck. Other than that, we just have some of our stuff. We don't have that much stuff. And I think like this is the max this truck could do. Some people pull bigger stuff, but I wouldn't do it in the mountains. Not at all. It still feels a little squirrely, but better than it was for sure. But you can probably hear the motor.
Travel light.
Yeah, I guess. Upgrade your truck. Definitely feels like I'm more contacted to the road though. A little bit better. It's not perfect, but
And it's less windy.
it is. It was windy. I was driving into the wind. I'm at 55 now, and my truck isn't hunting for gears anymore, so that's good. So the wind is probably a huge factor because this camper is not small. I mean, it is technically, but as far as height goes, it's really tall. But anywho, we'll probably, I don't know, I was contemplating going home, but we already booked the camp spot and we're freaking going camping.
We need a maiden voyage.
We need it.
Just to, that's why we're not very far from home.
Yeah, well, it's still 2 hours into the mountains. But I don't know. If I went home and everybody asked how the camping trip was, I'd feel like an idiot, I guess. I don't know, maybe we have time to mess with the weight distribution while we're at the campsite, because then I can charge my drill and stuff, so. Anywho, we're gonna keep going. Well guys, we made it finally. It's only 10:45. We just got set up, but there's the E-Pro. The rest of the drive was pretty good. There's a truck over there. But we're just setting up. I think I used a lot of battery when I was running the tongue jack up and down, when I ran the, or when I was adjusting the weight distribution. So I probably killed the battery. Well, not killed it, but definitely has come down quite a bit. But anyway, setting up.
I'm having difficulties right now.
Apparently we're having difficulties, so we're trying to get the king bed set up, I guess. Well, things are going a little, I don't know, rough, to say the least, I guess. So I found out that I'm just doing this by hand. My wife took the truck, but so there's a propane quick connect under there. If you think you're gonna bring your Camp Chef Everest stove, that ain't gonna work. So this system is low pressure, and the Camp Chef does not do low pressure, so we can't use our Everest, which we've had for, you know, a number of years with the Escapade. So right now I'm cooking inside the camper, which I didn't really want to do, but you know, not a big deal. We've got a vent fan above us, so not ideal, but and I'm finding storage to be a giant pain in here. Like, I didn't want to use this door that's under here, but I had a tote under here which had our little Coleman oven, so I can make cinnamon rolls, making the best out of things. But this tote was over here and I cannot reach that corner from outside. My arms just are not long enough, so maybe this is a good spot to move our batteries, which a lot of people have done, because I can't get to that. So unless I use this, which whatever, I guess. We used the TV last night, used the DVD player. We brought some old DVDs that we had, and that actually worked really great. Been using the radio. We've got the solar going right now. The one on the roof is pulling in 4.5 amps. Battery is full. We're at 13, just over 13 volts, 13.4. Ever since we've been here, the refrigerator's been keeping temperature, so that's good. We're running the fan, been running lights. I turn on the inverter. There's a built-in inverter. And I am charging my drill battery out here off of the inverter. And then I've got my suitcase solar panel out here. I've just got a Renogy charge controller on it. Let's see. This thing is pulling in 5 amps. So about 10 amps of power going into the battery. So yeah, plenty of power. Of course, it's a really sunny day up here. So where are we? We are at something. We are at Green Ridge Campground up near Granby. And I've read a lot of reviews that say there's not a lot of trees. So this is the area where they had the fire back in, I don't know, a long time ago, like 2008 or something. They've reseeded. You can see all the little trees around. There's some bigger trees. It's not too bad. The sites are pretty close together. You can see there's a site right here. So here's our pad, and then there's their parking spot. Once these trees get bigger, it'll be fine. But I don't find it that bad. Usually we don't, camp in a campground, but we've booked a few this year because of this new camper. And this one doesn't have any amenities, like no hookups or anything. So, no water, no sewer, nothing like that. So we're just using a jug. I thought I was gonna fill up with water up here, but I can't find anywhere to fill the water tank. So maybe next time I'll pull with water in it, and it'll pull some of the tongue weight off the trailer. I will get to that a little bit later, but it looks like I can put the cinnamon rolls in, and I'll update you a little more later. Sorry about the wind, it's a little breezy, but I found a nice little trail. The river is right here. This is on this side of Arapahoe National Forest. That side is Rocky Mountain National Forest. You can see the fire that went through last year that almost jumped over, or it did, into Rocky Mountain National Park. But you can see all the downed trees. It doesn't look like it really burned over here, but good news is that it's pretty wet over here, and they're letting you have campfires at the campground. So at least this early in the spring, it's not too dry. It's a nice pleasant temperature. Yeah, so this goes past, there's like an events barn. I guess I'll show you, look at that view. So that is a barn you can have like events and stuff at. And this trail just comes through here. We're coming up to this amazing meadow after hopping logs. You want to go that way? Yeah, let's go this way. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Wow. There's some beetle kill for sure, but there's a lot of trees that made it. Holy crap. If this isn't a fly fisherman's paradise, I don't know what is. Yeah. There's the game, right? Right there. You have to hike in here, which is super cool. God. So interesting. So this is all Arapahoe National Forest, and then on the other side, Rocky Mountain National Park. After our little hike, we went back to the camper, just kind of hung out, had some beers, actually chatted with the camp hostess, and Diana, yeah, she's super nice, and she keeps the facilities so nice compared to even like state parks we go to. Like even the pit toilet, you open the door and it smells like pine sol. How many pit toilets have you been to that smell like pine sol? Anyway, so we're just out fishing a little bit. We haven't caught anything yet, but the best part out here, the weather is pretty much perfect, and just look at the views. So interestingly, I thought we would get more questions when we had the escapade, but for some reason, just in this camping trip, we've had like 3 or 4 ask about the camper, all of its like solar capabilities, all kinds of stuff. So I don't know what it is about this one that really interests people, but apparently it does. We've had a really good time. We still have a lot of work to do to figure out what exactly we want out of it. I can't sleep on the cushions that it comes with. I cannot do it. My shoulders, when I woke up in the morning, like from here all the way across, and my neck were just dead. And yeah, I don't know if we need like, you know, new toppers, or we want to set up a different bed configuration. I'm not really sure, but otherwise we've got some storage stuff that we need to work on as well. Yeah, I guess I'm just not used to how the storage is in this unit, and it's frustrating, I guess, because it's a new camper to us. But I really love the Escapade, mainly because of its build quality, and I love how compact it was, but I also am already loving that I can stand up in this thing. But I guess I just have to get used to hauling it because it's heavier. It's not that much heavier, but it is heavier. I think the tongue weight is way different, but like the storage and stuff, I don't know, I guess I just have to get used to it. So I guess I need to keep working on everything, but otherwise so far we like it a lot. And this camping trip has definitely, I mean, the Maiden Voyage is helping a lot in deciding what we want to do with it. So anyway, we're enjoying our evening. The weather today's been perfect. We went fishing, didn't catch a thing, and we are on to s'mores and a little campfire, and yeah, it's been a pretty good evening. What's up, guys? We are just leaving our second camping trip. I'm just gonna add this on to the first trip with the E-Pro, and I just wanted to mention that I'm really surprised on how good it is off-road, because we've gone over some whoops like this, and sorry about, I just woke up, but you know, even with the weight distribution hitch, it does pretty good off-road. So I thought I'd have to take the bars off, and I haven't had to yet, but you know, right here we got a big kind of lump in the road there. But yeah, it does really good. I slept much better this time. Everything was a lot more organized. I had a little existential crisis I haven't mentioned yet, but I thought, I was like, I'm gonna sell this camper. I didn't want it because I was so frustrated with it. But we do have some modifications coming up on it that basically fixes all the issues that we had. I still working on the bed, but we'll see. Anyway, so I thought I'd just do an update to the end of this video, and also thank you guys for watching. I know it was kind of I don't know, a little bit of a jumping here and there kind of video, but anyway, second trip, much better. Spent all weekend napping basically, and it's been great. So
And next weekend, we're testing out all the full hookups.
yeah, so next weekend I'll see if I can get video for that, but we're gonna test out the full hookups because we're gonna stay at Cheyenne Mountain State Park down by Colorado Springs. So we'll try all the full hookups. This time we had water with us and it didn't quite work out. I will mention that in the next video, but anyway, yeah, if you guys have any questions about the E-Pro, any mods that you've seen so far that you have questions about, just let me know down in the comments below. Otherwise, hit that like button, hit subscribe. See you on the next one.
Maybe an electric dust buster kind of thing. Ooh, this is quite the...
You can hear the weight distribution.
Is that normal?
Yes.
Oh.
Moo cows.
But she got back there, and
Yeah, did great.
I think it's good. Other than the water situation and the cabinets flying open, which we're gonna
Well,
have
and
to
we're
work
gonna have to
on.
work on the fridge too.
Yeah. At least once you get out of here, it won't be as bad of a bumpy road.
All right. Look at that view. It was really quiet this time.